On my last video, someone left a comment saying that they didn't know what Moshi Monsters was. After getting over the initial shock of that, I realized what I had to do. So commenter, this is dedicated to you. It's April of the year 2008. Obama was just elected president in America, which would lead to many memes later for some reason. Rick Astley was trending whether you liked it or not. And so was Fred, because he was the most subscribed to channel on YouTube. Most importantly, Moshi Monsters was just about to drop in the UK. The game was born from the imagination of a man called Michael Acton Smith. Wait a minute, Michael Acton? That can't be right. That sounds a lot like... Moshi Monsters became so popular in England and the US that the sheer amount of merch created could have rivaled JoJo Siwa in 2016. I'ma come back like a boomerang. There were Moshi Monster figures, toys, a lot of books, and even a DS game. Needless to say, this game was very popular. Just like every other online game of the time, Moshi Monsters featured a lot of mini-games. My favorite was called Ice Scream. Like ice, scream, because you scream because they're monsters. I get it, it's funny. Anyways, I actually really hated the gameplay because it was kind of stressful, but I kept playing it because I thought the visuals were really cool. And that animated food, I don't know what it is about animated food, it just looks so good and it always made me want ice cream. So the in-game currency for this game was called rocks, and with rocks you could buy food for your monster, things to decorate your room, and seeds which you could plant in your yard to attract moshlings. Oh god, here we go. Moshlings were like the puffles of this website. They were basically the star of every piece of merch ever. What were moshlings? Moshlings were collectible creatures that were kept in your moshling zoo, and they made cute little noises when you clicked on them, which was really just the best part. I had to share this lovely quote that I found on the Moshi Monsters wiki. The moshlings you obtain in your zoo are ambiguous and merely representatives of their entire species. Which is true. But what a weird way to word that. Favorite memory of moshlings was the loading screen minigame that you could play. It wasn't really a game, but like as the game loaded, there would be a little moshling that would try and eat your mouse, and it was really entertaining because loading screens were boring. Fun fact, while we're on the topic of moshlings, Lady Gaga actually sued Moshi Monsters and won over their moshling Lady Goo Goo because they basically tried to use her likeness to create their own music videos. Oh yeah, there was music videos. I'm Lady Goo Goo. The game basically functioned a lot like social media, which I'm sure was so great for the kids who were playing it at the time, but I can't say anything because I was playing it at the time. The popularity of your monster was determined by this A to Z Monstar rating, Z being the lowest and A being the highest. This ranking was based on how many friends you had, how many visits your room got, and how many messages were left on your virtual pinboard. Long story short, there is no question why Gen Z is so obsessed with getting likes on Instagram. Because they grew up with it. In a way. But forget about that because we missed the most important part, the characters. This game had 6 avatars to choose from. Poppet, who is a pink mouse-like creature with little shoes on. Lovely, a cherry that floats. Katsuma, a bunny-like creature with a suspiciously Pikachu-looking tail. Summer, self-explanatory. Diavolo, a cute little demon volcano creature. And lastly we have... Furry. I don't think I'd be forgiven for ending this video without mentioning the Super Moshi missions, but it was basically Moshi Monsters' Elite Penguin Force. Can you tell that I played Club Penguin more? I don't know much about these missions because I never had a membership, and the peasant non-members, such as I, could only do the first mission. And to this day, I am still salty about it, so that's all I'm gonna say. Moshi Monsters closed for good on the 13th of December in 2019, dying alongside Flash Player. We miss you every day. This story has a good ending though, since the game can still be played via the fan-made Moshi Monsters Rewritten. So was this my favorite online game? No. Was it my least favorite online game? No. It just frustrated me a little bit. I couldn't really do much as a non-member. I couldn't customize my monster the way I wanted to, I couldn't play all the superhero missions, which I previously mentioned that I'm still angry about. I'm pretty sure there was even a members-only location that I couldn't access. I couldn't even collect more than like 2 moshlings either. I don't know if this is sad, but I only have fond memories of moshlings because I visited members' rooms and I looked at their collection like a kid pressed up against the glass of a toy store. Is that reference still relevant anymore? I don't know, like a kid aimlessly clicking add to cart. No, I can't do that. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Based on what I've learned through this video and from my memories alone, I give Moshi Monsters a solid 2.5 stars. It wasn't as interactive or ironically as social as Club Penguin was, but the social media-like features and the shiny art style is what made this game stand out in my memories. And that is the video. Thank you for watching, and if you like early 2000s nostalgic content, please make sure to subscribe because I will never stop making it. That's all. Hope to see you next time. Bye.